Hello and welcome to tonight's intention, Friday evening. If you could find a place for about the next 30 minutes to sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be great. We're going to create some reality together on this inwards journey. And go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. So take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. It's okay to be without them for the next half hour. And take the next breath in. This time I want you to fill your belly up full with your breath. First the lower belly, and then the upper belly, including the lower rib cage, and breathing out through the back. And when you exhale this time, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, if you could feel like you're breathing light directly into your heart, and then exhaling light directly from your heart. Good. Now we're going to focus on the body. So if you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now. And simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are wonderful gifts. Very loyal dogs, think of them as. Always wanting to do our bidding. But sometimes we have to ask. And now feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Feel grounded. Now we're going to focus on the ankles, the shins, calves, and knees. And feel everything relax. And as we move through each body part, I want you to feel that everything is realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. The DNA blueprint that you originally had. Absolutely perfect. So that there's no pain, no inflammation. Just beautiful, beautiful health. And we move up to our upper legs, buttocks, hips, pelvic area. Feel everything loosen. And we focus on our inner organs, rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Feel everything soften. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we bring our attention up to the skin of the scalp. Sometimes tension can hide up here. I want you to just release all of that right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. And then we focus on the jaw and allow it to unhinge. Open up, open, and receive the breath of life. Feel all the muscles in your face melting into perfect relaxation. And then we see if we can get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And we move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. Now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them to have a seat on the couch right now and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. And we want our minds to stick around and stay part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts. Most of the time they're moving so fast. Let's just enlist some help in slowing them down, assisting us in dealing with them. Let's call in the elements. We'll start with the element of fire, and you can see the element of fire in the sun if you like. Fire is a wonderful element for helping us as it burns up everything we no longer need. And out of the ashes of purification, we can be reborn. Then we move to the element of water, and we ask it to help cleanse and purify us. Water is a great element for helping us deal with our thoughts because they are natural retainers of memory. You can picture yourself in the midst of a gentle river, allowing the pull of the flow of the stream to pull away anything we'd like to release, anything that no longer serves us. And then we ask the element of air to continue to help us. And as the wind blows by our skin, it pulls away with it any of the stories that we tell, our egos, leaving us clean and pure, only the basic shining truth left behind. Then we ask the element of earth to assist us with its wonderfully magnetic pull, to pull towards it and keep holding any heavy energies that we need to release, any burdens. And the earth will transform these energies so they can become the seeds of new life. Now, thoughts sometimes kidnap us and take us away on wild rides. If you find yourself on any tangent with a bunch of thoughts, you're carried away, as soon as you recognize it, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what you're doing, your breath. Sometimes it's just the practice of simply bringing yourself back. You'll discover that there's more and more time that you get to stay in the present moment when you practice this. And now let's take the party from our head down into our chest cavity where the heart is. And let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy, the lightness as you glide down the staircase. When you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Maybe there's a gate with a lock on it, or a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open just a bit. And brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. You see yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what we really are. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now from our physical bodies that we're quite used to our energetic bodies or our light bodies. I'd like you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of existing there like a light cloud, floating. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribable beauty, ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is just total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with this flow right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And you don't need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe. They are also you. We are all one being, one consciousness, one light. All the same pie, slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this Nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and incredible capacity to create. That's what we're going to take advantage of here. Because we can. So go ahead and envision yourself right now in the life that you secretly always dreamed of having, in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now, completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything that we need shielding from. And in this reality, we look after our bodies. Anytime we need teaching or guidance on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. I'm feeling very light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very exhilarating. Now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions on their faces of relief and wonderment as well. And then stretch it out to include your community and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our attention and sending that energy out. Now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our dreams and passions in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, each of us have an innate need and desire to contribute. So when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay. Don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So let's generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning, excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. And we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in a harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? See this as already happened. It has happened, it is already done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But tonight, let's celebrate this amazing existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, and playing. Like we're all out at a big outdoor music festival, rejoicing, celebrating. I'm feeling all of the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. So beautiful. And we're doing this together. Look at us, exploring our limitless potential, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And while we're here together, let's intend one more thing. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something incredible happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment, this all just falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. Even the systems that govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders and transform in the atmosphere above us into resonance frequency that's more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm sensing all the connections cleansing and clearing, opening up, communication flowing. Such a wonderful atmosphere to exist in. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy. just to be. And now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out having a picnic with your family, marveling at their smiling faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or you're out for a walk with your dog in the forest, enjoying the serenity, having a laugh with your friends, creating something in the kitchen, doing something marvelous at work, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just stop in your shoes and look at all the beauty that surrounds you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd like to connect with a little bit of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this amazing life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with love, light, and healing and energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now you're going to take this beautiful reality you've created and build it up as a big energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you've just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy, and then when we exhale, we're going to release and share that with the world. Here we go. Exhale completely, give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with love and light and healing and energy. Good job. You can just feel concentric rings of that energy leaving us, encircling the planet, causing all the other like energy frequencies up there to light up in response, creating a sum greater than the total of its parts, building a cloud or a blanket of peace and love, serenity, health, prosperity around us all. And now I'm going to get you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too. And when you feel ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes and just notice how you're feeling. Know that you can come back to this state of being with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can do it on demand at a moment's notice. Eventually, we won't even have to put any effort into it. We'll just have trained ourselves to be natural, walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating this reality all around us because we are that powerful, and so much more powerful when we put our intentions together in this way, exponentially by magnitudes. So thank you for joining me in these intentions, whether it's live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. So enjoy the rest of your evening, beginning of the weekend. See if you can't sneak in, when you remember, a single conscious breath of intention here and there, when you're brushing your teeth, you're cooking supper, you're waiting in line, maybe just before you go into dreamland tonight. And as you practice this over the next week or two, just notice what in your life isn't changing. What shifts are you noticing? And we will see you again tomorrow for the next intention. We'll see you then.